All right, people, I am back after a 4-month hiatus to rest, recharge, and get some clarity on my vision. I am back. Let's get started. You know, when someone is selling from stage and at the end, the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Misha Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. All right, people, welcome back to the show. I do just want to say, as I record this episode on Zoom, that Zoom has made so many changes over the last 2 or 3 months. It's hard to keep track. You freaking log into Zoom to record something. It's got new apps, new this, new that. The start, stop, and pause button are at different spots. Oh my goodness. Anyway, here we go. I'm back in action. I have new clarity. I have new vision. I've got some good, solid focus on what I'm doing with my business, where I'm going. Let's see. And I just really want to focus moving forward on adding value, whatever the heck that means. So here we go. Let's get started. So first off, I want to say that I had this amazing experience where I talked on, I've been out there getting video testimonials for customers and been literally flown to Ireland to get my customers' video testimonials. I have this amazing travel kit, so I brought the kit. I've been flown to Aspen, Colorado. I've been flown to other places in Colorado. I've gone down to south-ish San Diego, Solana Beach. I've done Zoom. Zoom testimonials, interviewed people for Zoom, for their testimonials over Zoom. Events, obviously I've been flown around to events to get testimonials, and it's just been great. And I would encourage anybody that's starting something new, keep at it, keep trying. And I'll tell you why, because I woke up one morning to an email from a client, and this client I had done a bunch of work for, and I'd been doing a little bit of free work for them initially, right? Build your case studies, prove your proof of concept, so you can get your case studies, so then you can show that your frameworks work, and then you can bring that to market. And that's exactly what I've done. I've got my perfect video testimonial system, my 5-step system to get your customers to gladly do your selling for you. I've got my customer story arc that I focus on when I'm interviewing customers. And then I've also got a strategic interview that I'm doing that's helping if you throw live events and you're selling something either directly or indirectly at that live event. I'm helping to convert your potential customers, and I'm also helping to get your existing customers to renew. So I've got this whole strategy style, the look, the feel, everything that just ingratiates your customer to you. I'm not sure if that's the right word. It just, I've been reading Robert Cialdini's book Influence, and he talks about what in effect is goodwill, or the reciprocity rule. All this stuff that there's literally data out there that proves that your customers like this stuff, that prove that that the reciprocity rule is true. You do something good for your customer is going to be encouraged by that act of goodwill to continue doing business with you or wanting to buy with you. And I do these interviews that bring that about. There's literally studies, amazing studies that prove this. Anyhow, when I decided to come back and start doing podcast episode again, I'm going to be more structured. Well, that seems to not be true because I'm a bit all over the place. Bear with me. I'm back at it. I'm excited to podcast and do almost an episode every day. Anybody who's been following me for a bit knows that I was doing an episode every day for a while. Incredible. But I had a customer who I was basically working for. I was willing to work for free. She's like, I'm going to pay you. And I was like, I love what I do. I love interviewing people. I love traveling places and interviewing people. I love getting your customer stories. She's like, nope, you're good at what you do. You add value. You might not see it yet, but you do. And so she's like, make me invoices, send me quotes, and I'll pay you. And I was like, I'll do it for free. She said, I don't care. I want to pay you. So she's paying me here and there. And I had some outstanding invoices and a couple of quotes out there. Hadn't heard from her for a few months. I'd done this amazing work for her. Super proud of the work I was doing for Stacy. Her customers freaking love me. And I wake up to an email. It's about 6 weeks ago, maybe. And that email said, oh my gosh, I have to pay you your outstanding invoices, and I'm going to pay you for these quotes. I have to have you at the next event. I have to have you at the next event. I'm flying you, book your airline tickets. You add so much value with what you do. You move the needle. You're directly responsible for revenue. I have to have you at my next event. I'm catching up on all my old outstanding bills with you, and I'm going to pay you for your quotes. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I'd been working so hard. I had some paying customers, but to get that testimonial, that social proof, that positive feedback from a customer just inspired me. And so at the same time, I have a buddy who focuses on realtors. He's a title officer, and he loves what I do. He loves the space I'm in funnel land and testimonials and internet marketing and all that. And he's like, hey man, I want to interview you on my small business spotlight. Not only am I going to interview you, on camera, but there's going to be 40 realtors there. It's going to be amazing. Come do this. It'll be a 10-minute interview. So I prepped for it a little bit. I go down there again, maybe 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, right at the same time, I get this email from Stacy that just lit a fire under me. I do this interview, maybe it's a month ago now, and I crush the interview. Like, I crush the interview. And he says to me, Misha, you're a natural, right? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And I'm also thinking, well, really, you don't know the work I put in. Recording 500 episodes on my own, talking into a mic. Of course, I'm a natural. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was just thinking to myself, I was so excited. I had this moment of, not how I made it sound a little arrogant right there, but I had this moment of, oh my gosh, all the hard work is paying off. Like, all the hard work is paying off. And so I had this inspiration of, I need to get my message out there. I need to start guest speaking on other people's podcasts. That there's two requirements. A, they have an audience that I want to speak to. And B, that I can teach their audience. I can help them by serving their audience, right? So let's say we've got an audience of an entrepreneur podcast that's helping coaches grow and do better and sell more and be more professional or have success, or so many different ways to say it. I could teach my perfect video testimonial system, my 5-step system for getting your customers to do your selling for you, to that audience. And there's so many podcasters out there, so many people out there that are teaching to these audiences that have these niches that I can help. I can serve their audience, and I can serve the podcast host, right? Amy Porterfield comes to mind. Now, she's an A-lister, right? Amy, if you happen to hear this, oh my gosh, I've been diving so deep into your podcast. It's crazy. I love the way you interview. I love your podcast episodes. I love the people that you interview are so inspiring to me. Like, there's some podcasts I listen to and they give me anxiety because I'm like, I can't fulfill that, or the vision they're painting creates anxiety in my brain is the only way I could say it. I've been really thinking about this, right? And so I listen to Amy's, man. And Amy, you interview people, and the way you interview them and the way they tell their stories about what they do, it inspires me to bigger things. I just know that I can grow, get my message out there, do bigger things, and have success in the arena that I'm playing in. And I don't want to make it sound like success is required. It's just that it's inspiring. You inspire me, and your speakers inspire me. But anyway, your interviews, your guest speakers. So she has an audience of mostly, I believe, female entrepreneurs, probably 40 to 60 years old. A lot of them, I think the bulk of them are leaving corporate life or leaving jobs, or they have messages they want to bring to the world. Her audience are female burgeoning entrepreneurs, second stage of life entrepreneurs. Maybe you could call it that. Or it could be, I suppose, young people that are like, well, I already know that I don't want to work at a job, the corporate grind. I would rather do entrepreneurial stuff, type work. Anyhow, I could serve her audience. Her audience of burgeoning female entrepreneurs, and I'm sure she's has some that are tremendous. She's helped some come to tremendous success. I know she has. Like, she is amazing, and she is helping people crush it, no matter what level they come into her stuff. Man. Anyway, so I could speak to Amy Porterfield's audience and teach them about how to get your customers, how to get your customer video testimonials, and how to get them be amazing. And then how you can take those stories and use those stories to inspire their customers to take action ultimately. So you could use it on your online marketing. You can do so many things with these video testimonials. One of the best things you can do is take those stories and then work them into your story. Anyway, so I am inspired. I want to talk to you. What it's inspired me to do is to go, oh my gosh, I know I could speak on 50 podcasts. I could guest speak on 50 podcasts in 100 days. I could shoot for that, and I could set up that process. And if I did that, it would transform me and my business. And so I can't wait to tell you about that. Like, I've been working on that in the background, and oh my gosh, I'm calling it the Guest Speaker Challenge. It's for myself, but you can follow along. I'm going to be talking about it on the podcast. On this podcast, I'm going to be talking about it a lot because I had a customer tell me, you moved the needle for me. And here's the proof. You generated $70,000 in revenue for me. I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. And then I spoke, got interviewed, did a little guest interview, and I crushed it. So I'm building something. I have a start date when I'm going to start doing this guest speaker challenge for myself. That's it. I'm going to leave it there. Listen to the next episode. I'm going to tell you exactly what I've created, where I am. Probably the next episode, maybe the next episode, somewhere in there. But I have got some good stuff for you that I know that you can execute on. If you follow me and listen to what I'm doing, you're going to get nuggets that you're going to be able to be like, yes, I want to guest speak to. And then I'll be helping teach you how to get those stories, get your customer video testimonials. So lots of fun stuff coming. I'm back in action. This episode's gone longer than I wanted to, but listen up, more's coming. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.